What's up, fantastic Scorpio gang? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me, and I am so happy to have all you guys out there who resonate with the sign of Scorpio in some capacity. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever it may be. You all are welcome here. I'm happy to have you. We are going to do some love readings. Usually at this time, I'm sort of transitioning into my general tarot readings for the next month. But with everything going on, it feels like we just need some love and romance in the air, right? So for better or worse, I say that sort of with a little bit of a wink and some humor. But yeah, everyone's like probably at home, cooped up, just, chilling by themselves in quarantine. So let's do some fun, optimistic messages. And if for nothing else, entertainment. But hopefully some of these messages will resonate with you regarding love and romance. Not everything I say will resonate. That's how these general messages go on YouTube. So it's up to you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. I ask that you please only take away the messages that resonate with you, that you feel are for your best and highest good, that serve you in some capacity, that motivate you, inspire you, confirm something, or illuminate you to something new. I come at this with love and peace, so I'm hoping that that's what you take away. That's my spiel. Everything else is in the comment box below. Check out my social media, Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. I think we're going to hop in. I'm hoping yours is better because I just did Sagittarius's and it was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So anyone dealing with a Sag, God help you. All right, so let's see. Your person's energy is a nice little Sagittarius card coming up first there. The Eight of Wands. So I actually like this. Your person's energy, they're on the go. They're on the move. They got some action and some fiery, zesty type personality. They actually might be involved in dancing in some capacity. That's cute. Let's throw a clarifier on it. If you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone coming in that you haven't met yet or someone from your past too. So, and it might be non-romantic love. I'm reading for that, but do as you will with these messages. Tell me about Scorpio's person. I almost called you Sagittarius. Let's see. Sorrow, but it did come out in reverse. All right, so someone getting over some sadness and kind of making new strides to explore other options elsewhere. I take that to mean they're probably getting out of a relationship. And it could absolutely be a Sagittarius, though it doesn't have to be. No time for sorrow, no time for sadness. Yeah, they're raising their vibration. I actually do really like it. I like that it came out in reverse, too, because they're moving on from it. That's sort of what I get from that. All right, so let's see where they are at mentally. The Lovers. Yeah, okay, they're looking for new love. That's what I think. This is a card of Gemini, if that means anything to anyone. But yeah, they're crossing distances. They might literally be traveling, although I don't know how much longer that's going to be allowed. But yeah, given the circumstance going on. But yeah, they might literally be traveling across a distance to go meet up with someone, or maybe to come visit you, Scorpio, depending on where you are at. I'm not actually getting a lot of information from this tarot reading yet. Yeah, there's something about a fire sign, though. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Mentally with Scorpio. They have love in their heart for you if they already know who you are. But there's some like mystery. There's some question marks here. Maybe they're not sure if you're all in or if you like them back, or particularly if it is a Gemini, they're very much in their head about it. And then they have the Nine of Wands in reverse. All right. Yeah, no, my deck's not in reverse. Interesting. So Nine of Wands is like my wounded warrior card, the soldier who's standing guard, right? Sometimes it's a card of being overly guarded of ourselves, of our emotion, of sometimes fearing like repercussions of the actions we took. But it's also a card of endurance and strength and having to power your way through every battle that you come across. With that card, I like to say, like, the odds are in your favor because you're still there, you're still kicking, right? You're still at it, even though, you may have had to learn some lessons the hard way or whatever. It is coming up in your person's spread, so I take that to mean they've been through the ringer in love. They've been out on the battlefield in terms of a love relationship, and that's sort of what I was getting with the first message too. Their energy is moving away from some very, very heavy emotions. And even if it doesn't have to do with love, and I'm not predicting this by any means, they could have just lost somebody in their life that was very significant, or gone through some sort of moment where just they were kind of brought down to their knees, right? In a time of crisis. They could have, and again, not predicting this, I just don't do that on my channel, especially with death, but they could have lost their job, or they could have this or that, but they are trying to move on from that. They're trying to distance themselves from that and kind of get their head back in the game. But yeah, they may be a little bit guarded going into this, or because it's coming up in like their mind, something about being like tattered and torn. They're very vulnerable. They're feeling a little bit sensitive and a little bit breakable. So there's something about even the way these lovers are reaching out their arms to each other. They start to reach out, but then they pull away. They start to reach out and then they pull away. So if that's what's going on, because the mind can also be sort of like the communication factor with air energy, this person may be hot and cold with you. I could absolutely see that being a thing. Multiple cards of Sagittarius, and as I said, Gemini. Emotionally, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was sensing. Like emotionally, they're a little all over the place. I think they're trying to heal and recuperate from something that, yeah, it really did some serious damage on them. I think they're going through a bit of a hard time. So, word of caution, I wouldn't necessarily think that if they're still experiencing this great loss and this great sorrow, that would be the time to start dating again. This could also say, if for those who are already involved in a relationship, that you're the person they lean on. But I do stick with what I said, where they might be hot and cold with you, even if you've been dating for months or for even a couple of years or something. They're still kind of like, they may have gone through something where it caused them to withdraw and pull back. So emotionally, you may even feel like they're a little bit unpredictable. Like, again, hot and cold. One day they're on, and the next day it seems like they're at your throat with and not literally, right? But they might be very touchy about certain subjects. They don't like to talk about it, or else, it sort of ruffles their feathers, to say the least. Yeah, they're still seeking ways on how to fully heal from whatever it is that they've been through. And for some of them, it was just a relationship that ended in a way where they didn't anticipate it, they didn't see it coming, and they feel double-crossed by that person from their past. And so they're still holding on to that emotionally. They haven't really cleansed it out of their body and gone through the proper channels of healing yet. What a bummer. And that's when Scorpio stopped watching. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. That's what I mean. They're a little bit, they're still holding back. I don't even sense that they're really ready to be in emotionally. I don't think they're ready to really be in a romantic relationship. It even feels very platonic. Something about for those that resonate with this message, when you're in bed together, it's just not there. It's very lackluster, even though you may try this or that or try and mix it up, or I don't know, whatever you're experimenting with to try and reignite the fire, or just, again, this could be someone new, to just get the passion at all. They seem like they may even be having, particularly for the males out there, they may be having issues getting aroused. That's definitely what I'm getting, because it's like their mind and their emotions, they're very cluttered. There's a lot going on internally with your person. So what action are they taking? Yeah, no, they're going to sit on their laurels for a bit. I actually do like that this is coming up in their action, because they're getting grounded again. They're trying to establish some sort of roots, stability, safety. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there was a lot of question marks for this person, and with this coming up too, it could have been that they lost their job and again didn't see it coming. Again, please don't freak out. This isn't a career and finances reading by any means, but there was some loss or tragedy that really did some damage on this person, and so they're trying to rebuild from it. But they will, with the King of Pentacles, time and time again, he's the master builder, right? That's what he does for a living, right? It is his job to build structures, right? To plant seeds and see them to growth, to see them to fruition. So it could be a Taurus that you're dealing with, or another earth sign, though it doesn't have to be. But yeah, in terms of their action, they're either looking for a job or they're throwing themselves into work, because it's like a way that they can avoid having to deal with the very heavy heart, the very heavy emotions they're going through. So it is almost, in a way, they're not dealing with what needs to be dealt with in the proper way, unless it is that they are looking for a job. Then that makes sense, but it's almost like they're using work as an outlet to escape from all of the emotional turmoil that they're experiencing. So yeah, they're a little bit distant, they're a little bit cold, they're focused on themselves right now, and in a lower vibration, my King of Pentacles can be a little bit selfish, and that's sort of what Four of Pentacles can be as well. So I think with good reason they might be holding back, because what they have to offer right now, it's just not stable. It's I heard combustion. There's a lot of upheaval in their life right now. Oh, Scorpio. All right, well, let's see where you're at. And I mean, maybe this is the person you're currently with. Maybe you got new things coming in. We'll see. So where you're at, yeah, you don't know where you stand with this person. You're feeling trapped. This is a card of self-imprisonment. This is actually what's coming through here is that your person has gone through something, again, major. I actually think that intuitively, before any of this happened, you were already thinking about leaving them, Scorpio. Yeah, for those who resonate with this message, and it won't be for everyone, there was a part of you that was ready to free yourself from a relationship, but because something kind of tragic happened to this person while you were with them, potentially, and now it's like, oh, well, shit, I can't break up with them now. But you're staying in a relationship that you're not happy with. That's for those of you who are already with this person. For those who are new, yeah, it's like, I don't know why I'm getting the metaphor of like throwing darts at a board with a blindfold. You're kind of shooting in the dark, and I think that also sounds like a weird sexual metaphor. But I think that's sort of a metaphor for you don't know where you stand with this person. And again, it's like sometimes you're lucky, sometimes, this is all in metaphor. Though maybe you play darts. You're throwing darts at a board, and every now and then, hey, it's, dead center, it's perfect, it lands. The communication with this person is great, and it's back and forth. And then other times, you shoot something out, right? You send out a text, you send out some sort of communication or flirt or this or that, and it's completely rejected. It completely misses the board. It completely, goes off center, right? That's what I mean. That you have, I'm just getting confusion. You have no idea where you stand with this person, and rightfully so, because I don't even think they know where they're at. And I do sense that they're sort of running from their emotions. This probably isn't a person who loves to wear their emotions on their sleeve. And feel free to reverse the roles, right? This could be you, Scorpio, but I don't even think we need to clarify that. For some of you do feel trapped. And and so maybe this whole scenario is playing out for someone that that isn't romantically involved. It could be, your brother's going through something difficult, and it's like, well, I want to be there for you, but you're not, it's almost like you're around someone who has kind of a pessimistic or negative attitude, and it's almost like they're bringing them down with you. So it's sort of like, save yourself, but you're like, but I can't, because my hands are tied. What do I do? It could be a Pisces you're dealing with, or a Gemini, maybe. All right, so where are you at mentally with this person? The Nine of Wands. All right, so you both have the Wounded Warrior card coming up. Same card, different decks. We already went through the general idea of what that stands for, but this depiction, though, look at it, guys. She's like fleeing the castle. She is like, I am out of here, but she's doing it at night in seclusion where no one can see. So there's a couple messages coming through with this. Good Lord, this might involve a Sagittarius. It could be similar to their message. Anyway, I think a lot of you are seeking emotional fulfillment elsewhere in a lighter vibration. Maybe you're just going to hang out with your friends, your girlfriends, your guy friends, just to get away from this sullen, dark, not sullen, sorry, sulking, darker energy of your person. For others of you, again, it's like the emotional fulfillment, the passion has run out. It's like you're out of zest, you're out of fire. So I think you're seeking, I just gotta say it, you're seeking sexual connections elsewhere, but I don't think you're necessarily being straightforward about this. I don't think you're necessarily telling your person. Or if you're not together, if you're not with this person, it's almost like you started to pursue someone, maybe flirting or romantic, and again, they go hot and cold on you. So I think you're kind of like, all right, well, fuck it. If they're not all invested in me, I'm not all invested with them either. And I'm definitely not one to promote or champion the idea of cheating on someone. That's just, call me old fashioned, but that's not my thing. But if you're not involved with this person with any sort of commitment or title on it, I see no reason why you shouldn't be exploring other options. I hope that makes sense, Scorpio. Let's see. Yeah, okay, but it is coming up with the Seven of, it's the Seven of Wands. For a second, I thought it was the Seven of Swords. I was like, oh, that's kind of dark. But it's not. It's the Seven of Wands, and I actually like that a lot better. The Seven of Wands is in this case, it's like gathering up your strength to recognize that you deserve more. Again, separating yourself from draining negative, toxic energy. It's raising your vibration. I'm almost getting, it's like a fresh breath of air away from this person, because they're all over the place. And I think you have you have a lot of value, you have a lot of worth, you have something very beautiful to offer in relationships. So you may be starting to go on dating apps for the first time, or again, like putting your resume out, in metaphor to see if you get any bite backs. That's sort of what I'm getting from this. It's like, I got a wand, anyone interested? And you have a couple of people like looking, or maybe you're assessing them. Something about making a new judgment call or welcoming a new person to the team. Maybe that has to do with like some work stuff too, if you're applying to jobs or your person is. But yeah, in your current situation, you seem kind of unhappy. You seem kind of stuck. And so I think mentally you're thinking about the idea of what would happen if I were to explore my options elsewhere. Ooh, these are heavy messages today. So emotionally, where are you at? Oh, you just found out you're pregnant though. No, I'm just kidding. You have the Empress coming up. All right, so I actually do like this. Emotionally, you are looking to grow with someone. The Empress is all about growth and creation. She's sometimes the card of motherhood. She's frequently shown pregnant. It's earth energy, so is the idea of a need to be patient. If you do still like this person, the one who's going through like a really difficult time, and like I empathize with them in that capacity, only I don't like this aspect of them where they're very hot and cold with you. It's like they are sort of playing a little bit of head games. I don't think they're doing it intentionally. It's just they don't know what the fuck is going on. So if you're in it for the long term with this person, maybe this is your husband, right? That can sometimes be or a card of the person you want to be the father of your children or the wife, whatever. You can toss gender out. But for some of you, if you're in this for the long haul, it seems like you have the ability to be patient and wait for this to like something about replant the seeds to get them to grow correctly. I think some of you could be instrumental in helping this person heal, especially because you are a water sign, Scorpio. You are a natural healer. You have natural abilities to be like a light worker and a spiritual leader. Others of you, though, especially the way this card is depicted, she is kind of, in this deck, I don't always say this with the Empress, she is kind of this, sort of the way the High Priestess can be like the secret woman, the woman, like the other woman, if that makes sense. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter what gender you're looking for a relationship with. There is sort of an element of this that, yeah, like you may be going to hotel rooms with random people, again, kind of in seclusion, because it's like you're not willing to devote all your energy to someone who's just a complete vacuum or fun vacuum, right? We'll clarify the Empress. It could be a Taurus or a Libra you're dealing with. That's not for most of you, but why is the Empress coming up here? It's funny, both of you, and instead of pointing out the elephant in the room of like, where has our passion gone? Where are we? You're both throwing yourselves into work, almost as a way to avoid the conflict that you know could erupt between you. I think part of it is noble because you already know that this person is going through a hard time, so you don't want to rock the boat when it's already on unsteady waters, if that makes sense. That's so interesting. There is, I mean, obviously with the Empress, she's frequently shown pregnant. Sometimes that's not relevant in the spread. There is kind of something about pregnancy here, though it might not be with this person that's going through it. If you've been sort of, testing out other options, putting your hat in the ring for other players, or however you want to say it, fooling around, right? Yeah, there could be pregnancy with someone else. And obviously that's for my ladies, This could absolutely be a same-sex partnership too. Cheerfulness in reverse. I will say third-party energy, right? This is sort of my Three of Cups. In the upright, it's a great card, but because it's coming out under this lackluster, this is where I was saying, like, you've kind of lost that passion in the bedroom. There's not a lot of, like, enthusiasm there. That's what I mean. I think you're looking for that. You're looking for some cheerful, higher vibing people, and you're not getting it from your current situation. So I think you're seeking other options. You're looking at other people in a new light because, yeah, I think you're really unhappy with where you're at, Scorpio. Why is this light coming up in the Empress card? Wedding. You might be engaged to this person. You could be married to this person. And I think that's making it so much harder. I do have to say, I'm not specifically reading for genders, but I am getting it's the female person in this spread that's kind of looking elsewhere. It's the female who's not feeling like she's being nurtured and valued and cared for. So for my ladies out there that, especially that are Scorpios, though it could be the cross watchers, yeah, I think you're reassessing the person that you at least originally envisioned yourself building a future with and getting married and having a kid and this and that. And for some of you, things happened in the order you weren't anticipating. You may have gotten pregnant and now, I don't know, this isn't everybody's story, but maybe you were like, oh, well, maybe we should get married or this and that. But yeah, I don't even know what to do with that. I don't think you know what to do with it either. That's really your energy, is not knowing how to get out of like this predicament mentally, right? You feel trapped. But I do think you're seeking freedom. We know that. You're thinking about it. You're seeking freedom, and in a sort of way where you don't have to, again, address the elephant in the room or poke the bear. All these animal metaphors, right? I think you're looking for sexual passion. I mean, of course you are. You're Scorpio, right? Sex and death. That's your house. That got weird. Let's pretend I didn't say that. Sex and death. What's wrong with that? Anyway, all right. So what action are you taking? Interesting. 10 of Pentacles. So typically that's like the happy family. Great opportunities with a nice price tag or value attached to it. But look what's around it. It's all frozen. It's in the snow. It's like this bright, beautiful picture, right? But what's around it? It's chilly. It's frosty. It's the big chill. I think you guys are trying to get another perspective on this, but it's sort of like the more you sort it out in your head, I do think eventually you're going to set yourself free from like this mental prison. But I think a lot of you are not going to stick around. And that's harsh in the sense that, again, your person's going through it. But I think you were feeling this way before all of this chaos and anarchy kind of came about. So it's almost like you're staying just to be... I think you understand what I'm saying. Your heart isn't in it anymore, but you feel guilty about leaving or severing ties. I think you want to grow elsewhere. Again, some of you may be trying to build a business or focus on work, and that seems like it's going to be very successful and lucrative and abundant. But it's almost like you're detaching from the home. So the person that you've been with, I think you're distancing yourself from them. That's what I get with that. That's kind of a weird card to show up in the action you're taking. I take that to mean you're focusing on work. Sometimes I could see, like if it wasn't this depiction of it, I would say, okay, you're working through it. You're trying to get the family back together. It's like you're isolating from the house. You're trying to find warmth elsewhere because what's surrounding the home is like the snowy, chilly vibes. Yeah, I just gotta say it. Some of you are going to hotels with like random dating app people to like hook up. That's very much the vibe I get here. And some of you may already be married to this person and you've realized you're in a marriage where there's no passion anymore. It may be one argument after another, right? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, I think you're going after someone new, particularly a water sign. And this could absolutely be you, but even the depiction of it, whether you're male or female, I'm just getting who's depicted in this image is not your King of Pentacles, if that makes sense. Not your husband or your wife, whatever. I think you're going after new love that feels amazing. With the Queen of Cups, she has all the love to give. She's very maternal. She's very nurturing. It's almost like you needed an escape from having to always be like the parent in this relationship. It feels like your person is constantly leaning on you, at least for emotional support. And I think you're exhausted. You may be suffering from bouts of depression yourself, so it's like a much needed release, catharsis, to experience love in all its full abundance again. That's what this is. It's looking for new love that is like hitting the jackpot in love, potentially with another water sign, or maybe an earth sign, but I keep wanting to say water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I don't know, guys. This is an interesting message. Man, Saggies was messy too. I don't know what's going on with the energies. Let's see. But anyway, there's no judgment here, right? But yeah, I think some of you are unhappy with where you're at, and you're gonna start looking at other options. That's the major message I get. Some of you may be canceling a wedding or delaying wedding plans. Some of you may have attended a wedding, and there was something about seeing how happy the bride and groom were. it made your heart feel very heavy because you don't feel that way in a marriage, or you've changed your mind about that person you envisioned marrying. There was something about, there's an icky feeling attached to the idea of a wedding. It's something about you don't want to be committed to this person for life. All right, so you have the cards of prey, friendship. Yeah, it's almost like this person has, you almost, or vice versa. They may have put you in the friend zone, but you're still like, there's a lot of question marks about what this relationship is to me. Archangel Michael, that's the angel of love, but look, he's got a sword. He's bringing that sword down. He's about to cut. He's about to cut something that isn't serving him, right? And be surrounded by the people that do bring you joy, right? Your friends group, because there may be someone within your friends group already that is actually like hitting the jackpot in love. It's like the $1 million deal in love. And then, guys, stop. I can't even make this up. A physical outlet. Yes, dancing, right? We said that earlier. Dancing, yeah, but physical outlets in other ways. My Empress, she's like a naughty little Empress. Yeah, she kind of looks like a call girl a little bit. I got to be honest. I actually love this deck, but yeah, you're seeking physical outlets with other people. Scorpio. All right, no judgment. Whatever. Is what it is. Romance angels, romance angels. Let's see. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, I see this as the same way. It's like you may have been a bridesmaid in a wedding or attended a wedding and it made your heart swell up, but not in a good way because you realized the lackluster of the love in your life currently. So in a positive way, I think it illuminated you to the idea that it's coming down. This relationship, it's like, I think you're just like, peace, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. And then new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. All right. I love it when I get confirmation from the angel cards. Sometimes I read and I'm like, I don't know if this is, but it's like, nope, that's what we were saying. So good. Hopefully this resonates with someone who needs to hear it. That's my goal. What zodiac signs want to come out in Scorpio's reading? You did have a lot of signs. You have Gemini. You had a lot of Sagittarius energy. You have some Scorpio energy, maybe some Aries. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn. I'm sorry, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You have a lot of zodiac signs here. Anybody else? We'll take, oh, okay, a lot of people. All right, Scorpio. So that could be you or another Scorpio. Capricorn, Cancer, Aquarius, and Pisces. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'm going to say it again. Water signs are looking really good for you in the coming weeks. I would advise that because this feels and looks really good to me. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if any of this resonates at all. And I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.